And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5-Minute Morning Miner on Friday, September the 23rd. And good morning, Ollie, on a slightly drizzly Friday morning. Paul's away. How are you, Ollie? Looking forward to the weekend?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Yeah, I've got a warm-up golf match tomorrow in preparation for next Friday.
The big match between you and me down in Cornwall. Actually, we may come down because I'm down there all week doing mining business. We may have a little chat about Cornish mining embers because there's not a lot of news, but a couple of little things first, maybe. I think there's a little bit of news out on Pensana, isn't
there? Yes, they've announced an update to their ore reserves. I don't think it's going to be a sort of, massive catalyst for the stock, but they've now got 20 years of ore in proven and probable, so they're the highest levels of confidence for a compliant resource. Often, companies at this sort of stage, independent mining companies, don't tend to go for more than sort of 10 years at any one time in this highest category. So 20s, encouraging. It shows the scale of the resource. And while they've been waiting for other things to happen, they've been able to progress with that drilling and really get a strong understanding of the of that rare earth deposit.
You may not know this because it may not be public knowledge. When are they due to break ground?
On the actual mining project, I'm not sure, but I think they have started on the UK end of it. I think that's already started going. I think there was a picture of Paul with a spade.
You need a picture of Paul with a spade down in Angola as well, then.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be till close to the time.
Yeah, I mean that's what the market is waiting for, because the stock's come off from over 200p down to 48p. I mean, we like it, and what Paul is trying to do, which is bring processing for rare earths, lithium, etc., all the battery metals to the UK is so important. So we're very supportive, but yeah, we need a bit of progress there on the actual mining. Talking of battery materials, actually, there is a little bit of news out on Jervois, isn't there, which is ASX listed, but is cobalt, etc., and took over M2 Cobalt that we used to act for. So what was that news, Ollie?
Yeah, so actually, since then, the company's changed a huge amount. It's only a relatively small announcement on environmental approval for their project in Brazil, which I think is due to restart next year. That's a nickel and cobalt refinery, but now they've got operating projects in Finland. They're about to start production in Idaho. The market cap is now sort of 800 million Aussie, although over that time, I guess, a fair bit of dilution to acquire all those new assets. The stock price is probably only up. It's probably only doubled since 2018-19, when they were acquiring M2, when it was 50, 100 million market cap company, but still now a serious operating company with cash flow and revenue.
Yeah, I mean, they're all ex-Glencore, aren't they? I mean, they're pretty talented people. I think, as you say, that again, it was one of these stocks where the share price peaked actually over $1 Aussie and is now down to 50 cents. So it probably does look pretty interesting. And that market cap, maybe if you're listening, anyone from Jervois, come and do a dual listing in London so that we can get London fans behind you too. That's probably all the news out there today, isn't it, Ollie?
Yeah, I think so. It was pretty quiet this morning.
Yeah, so go on.
Well, a lot of news out from oil and gas companies in the UK this morning after yesterday's announcement on fracking, but not too much from the mining side.
Yeah, obviously I'm down in Cornwall all of next week. You're coming down not just for a round of golf, but also there's a big Cornish mining conference, a lot of site visits. I mean, is there anything that you think may come out next week from Cornwall that's going to set anything afire, or is it more just sort of general progression towards trying to rejuvenate the whole Cornish mining industry?
I don't know if there'll be any, major groundbreaking announcements, but there's sort of 200 people expected to go down, and there are people from the government speaking. I don't necessarily know that wide an audience has heard exactly what the government is, how they're thinking about the Cornish mining industry. Obviously, there was the UK critical minerals report earlier in the summer, but it was quite high level and didn't have any, sort of specific support policies in it. But I think it will be interesting to hear firsthand exactly how the government views the industry and how it wants it to develop.
Yeah, look, I think it'd be quite interesting. As you say, 200 people, the whole industry will be down there. So an ability to swap a lot of views. I mean, we have actually visited and know pretty much every mine that is down there. So what we want to do is obviously see what the mood is, more so perhaps than actually learning about the individual mines, because we know them already. We know most of the management teams. But yeah, look, it'll be really interesting. And don't forget, Ollie, the gala dinner on Thursday night is at the Falmouth Golf Club, and there's no trainers and no jeans.
I think I'll be okay.
So I ought to know what clothing to wear at the golf club. So, but actually, I may just be a bit boring, a city banker, and wear a suit. It's so bloody easy. Anyway, enough of that. People don't need to do that on a Friday, do they? Enjoy your weekend, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the podcast this week. And as I say, next week I will be podcasting from Cornwall, although we'll have to work out what we do on Thursday, the day of the main conference, because we may have to do it live from the conference. But we'll just see. Very good, Ollie. Have a good weekend.
You too. Cheers.